All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Conversations with Glow. I do want to mention, if you guys do have any questions or topics that you want to hear discussed or talked about on my show, which is Conversations with Glow, you can email me at conversationswithglow@gmail.com. And again, don't be shy. Just go ahead and send it on out. And if I can get to them, I'll get to them. And I will also let you know that I will be talking about your topic as well, especially if it's something good. So go ahead and leave that email. And I will also be leaving my email in the show notes as always. And to my new listeners, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I do have a special guest with me, and I'm going to allow for him to introduce himself.
Well, hello out there. I go by the name of Henny Powers. You can reach me at Henny Powers on Facebook if you're trying to get them bottles. Kizzle TV on IG, Mo Kizzle on Snapchat, and So Expensive Gang at Twitter. It's a pleasure to be here.
So is that what that SEG means on your hat?
So Expensive Gang?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
It's a family thing, you know. Me and
Okay.
my cousins, whenever we get something, we be like, yeah, I'm feeling so expensive right now. So, you know, that
Okay,
feeling
so
brought along that.
So what would make you feel so expensive?
See, you know, when you come from not having shit, everything make you feel so expensive. When I got the stimulus check not too long ago, I felt so expensive. When I got my taxes, I felt so expensive. You know, when a bad female is giving me attention, I feel so expensive. You know.
I know that shit right. I know that shit is right, Henny. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get things started. Y'all already know how it goes. We're gonna start off serious a little bit. Then we're gonna take it into, you know, me being me, goofy, all love to laugh. So I do have a question for you, Henny. With everything that is going on in America right now, as far as like with racism, police brutality, things as such, how do you feel as a Black man in America?
You know, it's been more attention than usual on this thing, so I was trying to figure out what kind of angle they was trying to get to it as. But me personally, as a Black man in America, I feel like they are trying to turn me gay.
They're trying to turn you what?
Gay.
Gay.
Yes.
Okay, and no, real talk. No, like.
Oh, I giggle period. I whoop ass and giggle though, so you know, it's real talk.
I definitely understand where you can be coming from, but give me your point of view as to why you feel that America is trying to make you as a Black man be gay.
I don't know I don't know if it's the PC way, but before the last killing came up, it was already rumblings that the Black Lives Matter. When you actually go to their page and see what they're about, you'll see that they have another agenda on there. And I don't know if their agenda is what America agenda is, like with the TV and what's the proper word? The masculinity of Black man. And it's just strange how the Black Lives Matter, they just came out the blue with the LGB colors, and then they put the black and the brown on top of it. And then, like, whatever you choose to do is whatever you choose to do. But as a man like me who has kids, and I know how easily and the TV can put an impression on them, I know what they're doing. Sorry about that. So I am So when they say Black Lives Matter, and then they put the dang on, like Twitter put black trans in front of Black Lives Matter. And you know that's what they do to try and get us to argue amongst ourselves. So my thing is like, is it a ploy really to show that black people are coming together and doing some kind of unity movement? Or is it really just a ploy to get Black Lives Matter at the forefront of shit so they can start saying gay?
Exactly.
No offense to my gay people, but it's bigger than that.
I mean, I like I said, at the beginning, I definitely do understand where you're coming from, but I never thought to put two and two together, because the month of June was, Pride Month or whatever. And with Pride Month, it was the Black Lives Matter going on, and I can see like on the commercials, how like on I think it was on VH1 that I had seen a commercial where they was talking about how LGBT got started by a Black transgender. I think it was a Black male. Don't get me wrong, don't quote me out, but I really think it was a Black male. And so there was like something about like Black voices needs to be heard. And then, putting that together with the LGBTQ crew or whatever. To go back to what you're saying as far as like with America trying to make a Black man gay, I felt that, because the thing is this: I can sit right here and watch TV. Me watching TV, I see a commercial, a toilet tissue commercial, where is, they're talking about something, and then was like, maybe he's nice enough to take to, maybe he's good enough to take to your mom's. But it's two white men. You get what I'm saying? Then we got this commercial that they're talking about if you have AIDS, and that with you having, like, if you have AIDS, or trying to prevent yourself from having it, whatever those pills is, they got a gay white couple on there, and they also have a Black man on there. It would be kind of hard for you to tell that the Black man is, gay, until like you read the body language. Like, it's the body language that had got me. And I don't like stuff like that. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I don't like stuff like that, because don't get me wrong, y'all. Like, I don't have anything against anyone being what they want to be. Not at all. The thing is that with them putting it on TV, and knowing that we have kids that watches TV, and as you mentioned, that kids can actually be, easily persuaded. Like,
yeah, and the fact that they overdoing it, gay people been around forever. I guess you could say it's a way of life. But in my years on this earth, it's never been like pushed in your face like that. Well, I honestly think the spin they trying to do is put the Black people, Black power, all in the forefront. Then you gonna throw the gay stuff in there too, and then the Black people that's so masculine gonna look at the gay stuff and be like, what's all this gay stuff doing over there? And then the gay motherfuckers, they gonna be like, nigga, we here too. And that's gonna cause an unnecessary argument. That's what I think it is. It's a ploy to get Black people arguing amongst Black people by mixing the Black pride and the gay stuff together. We have to concentrate on one thing, which is Black people. I don't know why it was so Black people at first. Now it's the flags everywhere. And the crazy thing is, I didn't even know last month was Pride Month. I guess
really?
I wasn't supposed to know, but
I mean, you're not supposed to know, but yeah.
But that's even crazier. That's why I was smirking like that. I was like, damn, that make me, hashtag Mo knows, And it's not nothing about me being. It's not nothing about me being woke or no shit like that. That's just my common sense. A lot of people like to put all the I'm being woke and signs and shit in there, but some of this shit is just common sense. People that say they woke, people come in that say, oh, this nigga woke. They throw the gay shit in there. People say, I don't want to listen to you gay. It's a whole bunch of shit to divert you when you actually get on the path of saying this black stuff seems like it's moving somewhere. So I just said that. So if you're gay, don't start arguing about the gay shit. If you got a problem with gay people, fuck them. It's about the goddamn black right now. It's about the one color, the black, which goes into the brown, the green, the whatever, the whatever, whatever. Once Black Lives Matter, then we can have that bullshit they like to say, the top of it, which is all lives matter.
Exactly, which I don't get me on that, because that all lives matter shit. Like, I jumped on Instagram last night, and I had scrolled down my timeline or whatever, and it was I think it was two white men. And with two white men, they had, like, you know, those little barrels that they'll have sitting up on the highway, like if they're trying to build a wall on the highway or whatever, and they had Confederate flags. And they had a big old Confederate flag, and on that Confederate flag, it said, all lives matter. The thing is that a black person had got out the car. He had spray paint. So I'm guessing, like, he probably been saw them and went to go get the spray paint and came back, and he was spraying on their stuff. And I was just like, you know, I can definitely understand, like, where he was coming from as far as with spraying with their stuff. I feel like that everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a voice if they use it. However, I don't even know how I want to put this. It's just like, yeah, he put that up. But with you going to go spray his Confederate flag, do you think that's going to change him from who he is?
It's a divide. It's just like you put the transsexuals in there with the black stuff. They want you to start an argument amongst each other. Oh, black people and white people, we getting together too much. Let's kill a black person on the news and put another divide up. So once we get out in the streets and say Black Lives Matter, the white people gonna come with the Confederate flag for no reason. And that's one of the things they trying to keep going too. They don't want us to be positive with each other. I've walked up on the house with a Confederate flag. White people come out there, be the nicest motherfuckers ever. I don't give a fuck if you choose to wave your Confederate flag. I don't give a fuck if you choose to be racist. Nigga, if you talk to me like I talk to you, it doesn't matter. We not gonna fight. We gonna giggle, have a good time. You go home and say, goddamn, fuck that nigga. I can go home and say, that's one crazy cracker. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. And don't get me wrong, because again, I really do feel like, you know, Black lives do matter. And I really do feel like that for people that is taking Black lives, you know, they need to be held responsible for their actions. And another post that I had seen is that, you know, we're more like yelling, you know, Black Lives Matter, and we're going to march, and we're, you know, protesting, and we're protesting in front of people companies. We're going to, you know, the city council, so therefore this man can resign because he put up a racist comment. We're mad at the people at Tanner's because he put up a racist comment.
They really mad at Tanner's because they love Tanner's, but because he did that bullshit, they pride not gonna let them go. So they're like, oh, this motherfucker, fuck Tanner's. That's what it really is.
What? You know they standing out there right now on some Tanner's juice. Oh God, it's not funny. It's not funny. No, it's not funny. But no, for real, like, they was really mad. But the thing is, I hadn't lost my train of thought a little bit, but
You said they was doing a lot of marching and protesting.
right, but I just don't. The thing is that I just really don't feel like, I mean, and again, this is my personal opinion. Us protesting, us marching, I get it. I definitely understand. You know, I'm with all that, even though I didn't go to no protesting, but I'm with it. I'm behind people. I mean, I did go with my mom. I take that back. I'm really, you know, I stand for Black Lives Matter, but the post that I had seen was, okay, so we're protesting and doing all this, but what about this Black on Black crime in the neighborhood? Me personally, I said that that's two different types of conversations. They don't go together.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I said that they don't go together is because I don't know, like,
because it's a divide. That's what it is. If we talking about saving Black people, that's what we talking about. You can't, everybody without something, I guess everybody without something good to add to the conversation said shit to deter you away from the conversation. Like, what about Black on Black crime? Y'all know that you gonna kill whoever the fuck you around. If it was a whole bunch of people mixed in one area, it would be Black on white, white on Mexican, Mexican on Asian crime. But it's a whole bunch of Black people that live together in their neighborhood. It's a whole bunch of white people that live together in their neighborhood to kill each other. It's a whole bunch of other people and other ethnicities that live in their neighborhood that kill each other. So the Black on Black crime is just another ploy to deter you from what we actually supposed to be fucking talking about. If somebody says that while I'm talking, I'll be like, that's not what we talking about. Kill it right then, because if you kill the bullshit right then, you know, you clean the shit up. No, I'm about to say, trying to be clever and say you clean the shit up, you know, you won't smell it, but you know, you clean the shit up, you still do smell it. But yeah, just don't let the bullshit get in there, basically. And you excuse
exactly.
people like
And
that
I
from the
just feel
conversation
like,
too, cause
somebody had said to me, it was more like, you know, I guess the reason why it's not like Black on Black crime is not more focused on or protest about is a scenario can go like this. I mean, you and all your homeboys, y'all hanging out together, right?
mm-hmm.
Probably one of your homeboys got into it with another homeboy that you was with, they probably got into it with him. Nigga done got them, pulled out the gun, got them, blasted his ass. Okay? Killed him. So he killed them. And what's gonna happen when that happens? When people find out that the dude that he killed gone, what do people normally do? They go get a t-shirt with it's not the point about retaliating, it's the point that you're probably not going to retaliate because y'all all are homeboys. But this particular night, y'all, them two done got into it. Your homeboy done blast his ass. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like more like it's like pick a side when it comes to like this Black on Black crime, because it's more like, okay, free such and such, but we're gonna put other such and such on a t-shirt and go turn up because he gone.
Yeah, like
so
I
people
said,
are saying like, why are we not protesting against that? But sometimes that's like a hard situation to do, depending on the situation. Because it would be more like stuck in the middle, like, okay, like I know my homeboy probably didn't mean to shoot him. He probably just did it out of anger, with whatever the scenario may have been. So it would be like you would receive like mixed feelings as to what you wanted to do. Like, okay, so should I go protest and be like, you know, no Black on Black crime, or should I post free my nigga? I know he didn't mean to do it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's, I don't know. How you feel about it?
I feel like I said that Black on Black crime has nothing to do with us trying to move forward as Black people, because crime gonna happen, and it's gonna happen to who you're around. It's no it ain't got to be no concrete reason for that. But the Black people moving forward, that's what we need to be focused on, because that Black on Black crime is just to do with niggas being petty. You know, when niggas stop being petty and be able to congratulate themselves and other niggas on moving forward, doing something positive, then that'll stop. Black on Black crime really comes from the attitude of a nigga on a nigga. And the reason we don't move on Black crime is because we don't push that shit on each other. So it's not a topic. Them niggas push that Tanner shit on each other, it's a topic. They push Trump on each other, it's a topic. They gonna try and push voting on each other, it's a topic. You know, that niggas don't care about that shit like that because that's who you're around. It's not Black on Black crime is not a thing. It's just that they label it and they try and say it against that. Crime is crime, period. When you say Black on Black crime, you trying to stop what the fuck we talking about. So that's when you stop talking in the conversation that we having.
But I like how you also mentioned that, you know, it's who you're around, because white people kill each other, you know, Mexicans kill each other. Over there in California or whatever, they got gangs and shit. You get what I'm saying? So they killing each other. So it's just like I said, I just really feel like don't compare the two. That's how I feel, because they are two different.
Stick to one thing. But America is like that now. So we should have stuck to one thing a long time ago, but now it actually goes like people attention span is like that. So if we talking about one thing, as in Black people moving forward, that's what we talking about. Because time you throw something else in there, we gonna trail off and get on some other shit.
That's exactly how it goes. And that goes on to my next question is, do you think that changing the names of the school and taking down statues and companies donating to Black Lives Matter, do you think that will ease up racism and also like police brutality?
I hope I don't forget your questions, but when my man first got killed, the Black Lives Matter came out of nowhere and said, donate to Black Lives Matter. I'm like, donate for fucking what? What are we donating to? What is you using the money for? Them silly ass signs y'all drawing in the street? This just gonna make people mad and make them fight out on the street. They need to be donating more shit. I mean, I don't know the proper shit they need to be donating to, but I'm imagining it's like schools, after school programs, goddamn kids in impoverished environments, you know, shit. What is Black Lives Matter doing with the money? But what was the question you said?
No, hold on, wait, Henny, because me and you kind of like got like the same thought process, because my job, I'm not going to mention my job's name, but my job donated $10 million to the Black Lives Matter. It got split up, but they had donated $10 million. I was watching, it's always a commercial, looking at the Dove commercial, and I see that Dove donated $1 million. And that right there was like, ding, 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 like $1 million, and my job donated 10. And I know Dove got money, but y'all only donated $1 million. But hold up, wait, where is this money going? How is the money even being spent? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's Black Lives.
I know what company you talking about though, but do you think big ass companies, I don't even know if I want to go that route. Why would big ass companies be in the rush to give help to Black people? Not saying that stuff hasn't changed. I hope stuff has changed. But if it hasn't changed, why are you in the rush to make Black Lives Matter so big and blow up right now? And once the Black Lives Matter gets exactly what the fuck they want to get, they gonna push the same agenda that them motherfuckers been pushing. It's Man, it's foul out here, man.
So do you think that taking down statues and, you know,
That
changing
was the question. That was the question. Yeah, I think it's a catch-22 because, you know, when you ask the motherfuckers to take down the statue and they be like, fuck it, take it down. You be like, yeah, but what if you ask them to take down the statue and they be like, no? What you gonna look at them like? Is it really that person's fault? Maybe the powers that be won't let the governor of your state or whoever goddamn take
But it
down.
happened though on Tracy Fent. You know who she
It's
is.
been happening though, but
She's an
I'm just saying,
activist.
it's a
She
catch-22 about that statue thing, because I mean, they got a lot of statues to knock down, and they done knocked some down, and the people have tore some down. But I'm waiting to see what they saying about the ones that's being protected, because there's some that they done went after, but they not playing that shit.
Well, I mean, on Tracy Fent Live, again, I don't know where she was at. I think it was Pickens, South Carolina. And she went down there, and I don't know exactly what happened, but all I seen is that they were talking about a statue that sits right there in the middle of the town or some shit like that. And I seen a white boy out there with a Confederate flag on, and that was heated. You know, they was just like, you know, we're not, you know, what does the statue has to do with anything? And the white girl had asked, so like,
did the white person ask what the statue has to do with anything?
Like the white person was more like, what does it has to do? Like, why do we have to take it down? Like, you know, what does it have to do with, like, what, basically asking like, what will it change if they were to take it down? And the white girl had asked, because they against the statue being, you know, being where it's at. She had asked, what if it's taken down and put it in a museum? They was like, no.
That's what they doing though.
No.
All the statues that they are willingly taking down, they gonna take and put in a museum. So I don't see why they wouldn't take all of them down. But I mean, my thing is, if you've had something that literally stands for bullshit in the eyes of a whole race of people, what would be your problem with it being removed? I'm probably sure it's been there for centuries. No, decades. That's the word I'm looking for. It's probably sure it's been sitting there for decades. So move on. You wouldn't know what's the difference something makes unless you take the shit down. Like, what's the difference in taking it down? What's the difference in leaving it up?
I think we spend our time too much being in our feelings. I just got finished reading a book called The 4 Agreements, and one of the 4 agreements, it was just like, don't take anything personal and don't make assumptions. And it was just like, I feel like that's where it is. And I understand, don't get me wrong, because I don't want anybody to be against what I'm saying. It's just the fact that I don't give a fuck about no goddamn statue being taken down. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn school changing. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's good that they're doing it, but I really feel like that it needs to be dug deeper. But the whole thing is that the government is not going to go for that. You get what I'm saying? We're going to do this little bit right here that's going to please you for the next couple of months or so until something.
Up, nigger. That's what the government said. Here you go. Now shut up, nigger. Yeah, but what you said about not taking nothing personal and assuming, that's black all day. If black people could not take nothing personal and assume, they probably shoot us more because we be numb to the bullshit that they be trying to pull on us.
Exactly. But do you think with them, but do you think with them taking, like them changing the name and donating to Black Lives Matter and taking down the statues and stuff, do you think that it will ease up racism? Because we all know racism ain't going nowhere.
Nah.
I mean,
I think black people need to pick what they complain about too. I mean, because take the statue down. Take the statue down. Once they take the statue down, it's down. Now what words are you gonna say that's gonna go towards the cause? The statue down, now what?
right.
Not to say that it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad or good if the statue come down, but the energy you used on getting that statue down, what if you used it on something else? Something more positive for you, your life, your community, or goddamn anything.
I just feel like that the energy that we're wasting, I'm Lord Jesus, please give me the right words to say. Amen. The energy that we are spending to protest, and I understand, like, we're getting somewhere. We're definitely getting somewhere with this protest. We're definitely standing. I seen that, they get ready to have another protest, because I was just thinking, like, dang, what happened to the protesters? But it's people
could they be smart enough to use our energy against us?
Or can they take that same energy and put it inside your community?
No. Like, they could be using the energy against us. Like, give them all these visuals, let them complain and march about this and spend all this energy over here. But what about Jeffrey Epstein? What about Google giving everything they fucking know to China? And if you know how China blasts their people and has taken away all their people's privacy, then Google merging with China is like something crazy.
Are you serious?
What about China buying up Africa? When I said I don't want to go offline, but I think it's China. If it's not China, it's some motherfuckers with them. Like, China go in Africa and give Africa loans. Africa will take the loans and not be able to pay them back.
Pay it back.
Yeah, so then China will go over there and start taking pieces of land. China is getting a bunch of land over there in Africa. You'll be like, what the fuck? But then I don't know what the mission is, but I know when China displays Africa, they display the positive shit in Africa. The good looking scenery, the good looking people. And when I was thinking about that, I was like, yo, we probably don't know shit that's going on. Because if America displays black people all over the world and they think black people just, eat chicken, watermelon, kill, and goddamn drink liquor, and then they bring us images back, so we thinking Mexico is just run by cartels. You go over to Africa, motherfucking, you gonna get killed by crazy fucking diseases or animals, or it's savages out there. It's a whole lot of shit.
I feel you because it's what they put out there. You get what I'm saying?
It's also what you choose to search for. Because I cuss my kids out every day. I like, y'all use all that time to look up that bullshit on YouTube. And they finna take everything that's true off of YouTube. So you're not gonna be able to get the information. If you gonna go out there and put all that bullshit in your mind, take the time to look at some good shit. Because once you fill your mind up with all that bullshit, there's no room for the good shit. Then you just stuck exactly. Thinking all this bullshit is reality, when that's just the shit that's clouding your vision from seeing what the fuck you need to see as a person to get your family and your people on through this fuck shit that they trying to keep us in.
Exactly. Like, it's always an agenda behind an agenda. You get what I'm saying? Like,
and these motherfuckers smart now.
They're definitely smart. They are definitely smart. But this whole thing about what you're saying with China and Africa, and they going and giving loans, and I mean, that's what they do here.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do here. Oh, okay. So we're gonna give you this loan on this house, and if you can't afford it, we're gonna take it away from you. It's ours now. Foreclosure.
That's the trick.
It's the bank. you know? So it's just like,
that's the trick with all that shit. See, we was taught gold grills and big rims
and
and
I
shit.
hate that.
Which is awesome. I love the gold grills and big rims.
I
But
do too, but
we could have been taught everything else. Like we was taught that. The other people was taught credit and shit. So when you get the credit, they know how to flip it and keep making money, regenerate money. We get the shit and we get the goddamn guns and butter. We getting the bullshit. And so now we done bought some shit that don't make no money. We just look cool when we got it versus sitting back and getting whatever we got to get so we could goddamn strengthen whatever capital we got. We wasn't taught that shit. We so far behind.
We are definitely behind, and I hate it so much. I keep on saying hate. I don't hate it. It's just the fact that if your great grandparents wasn't taught that, there's no way that they are going to be able to pass that information along. So if this generation right here, okay, boom, this generation right here, boom, boom, boom. I just feel like we know so much now. Well, we're still learning. Me personally, I feel like I'm still learning on a whole lot of stuff when it comes to what you were just talking about, you know, like the capital and when with your credit and, you know, trying to build. And I always think back and be like, damn, you know, I just wish that I would have known that when I was this age. Because maybe with me getting ready to be 35 now, I wouldn't be sitting up here trying to get my shit together. My shit would have already been together.
It's somebody like you still out there on the goddamn corner with a goddamn, there's nothing against it. If it's your life, it's your life. There's somebody out there like you with a fucking tall can sitting on the corner, smoking a pack of Newports, but they sitting on the corner. But they 48, 50. So if you around 35 and you trying to get it, go ahead and get it. At time, that's bullshit, because you never know when you gonna be gone. So if you on there to get it now, maybe you getting it is inspiring somebody else to get it. Start now. You can always look out the window and see shit that's way worse than your situation. So just glad that you getting it now.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, and I feel like it's my responsibility to where I've learned to pass this on to my kids, so therefore they can know the ropes and be able to not be behind.
I don't know if I agree with pass this on to my kids, because hold on, how old your kids is?
My daughter's 14 and my son is 7.
Okay, I don't know if I agree with pass that on to my kids, because that sounds like prolonged. What I like to do is whatever the fuck I'm learning now, that's what I'm telling them now. Because I know they sit there all day. These motherfuckers ain't got to go to school or nothing. They ain't learning nothing but TikTok fucking dancing.
But I don't play that shit. I don't play that shit. My
you don't, son, but it's a lot of people that do.
When he gets up in the morning, before he even thinks about getting on iPad, PS4, any of that, I don't give a fuck about school being out. I'm gonna sit your ass down. You're gonna write a story. You're gonna do your math. You're gonna do social studies, science. We still in this bitch because I still got these books.
That's your quote right there. You need to patent that right there. We still in this bitch. The learning don't stop. We still in this bitch.
Period. I got my whole daughter reading a whole book by Maya Angelou. You get what I'm saying? And every chapter that she's reading, I'm having for her to give me a summary about the chapter that she read.
Same shit I do. I tell my son to read a book, then I tell him to goddamn email me what his thoughts on it. I got him reading Message to the Millennials by Rizza Islam right now. And
I'm purchasing books myself. And I already said, like, once I finish reading, she's gonna read. The whole thing is that I'm trying to do things with my family that I I'm not going to say that I wasn't giving, because, you know, my mom, when we wasn't in school, my mama allowed for us to have fun. But it's still, at the same time, I can still remember when I was on my way to the 4th grade, first day of school, not first day of school, but I don't know, we in school. And it's just like, I had a brain freeze, and I was just get ready to sound dumb, what I'm getting ready to say. But I was in the 4th grade, and I remember yelling out in class, "How do you spell A?" The teacher said,
Hey, they
"A."
say the only dumb question is the one you don't ask. That's what they say.
The teacher said, "A." I said, "Right. How do you spell A?" And she was like, "You can't be serious." And I was like, "No, for real. How do you spell A?" She put it up on the board, and she was like, "This is A." I was like, and I kind of felt dumb, and I was just like, "Oh fuck," you know. And that's crazy that I can still remember this story, and this happened to me when I was in the 4th grade. But I always reflect back to that, because if you're not in, you know, if you're not reading and stuff like that over, you know, while school is out, and you feel like that you only have to do it when school is out, I have read that when school is in, you know, kids are learning, but when they're out, they lose. It's like a certain percentage that they lose from what they learned from that school year. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like it's my place to keep my kids involved in reading, doing math, and all that stuff, because it's something that you're going to use it all your life. You get what I'm saying? So it's
Look,
nothing. I
I
feel like you
forget
should
shit
build.
from I forget shit from yesterday. But the real difference. So when you say our parents used to just let us go outside and be, the thing about them letting us go outside and be is we just had the outside to play with. These kids now, they don't know what to do outside. What they do is they get on a device that they have all the bullshit information in the power of their hand. So that's one reason why you got to keep teaching them. Because if you don't keep teaching them some real shit, the bullshit is just gonna fill up their mind. Then when you go to talk to them, they're gonna be like, but they gonna think they know everything. And
Exactly.
that's why you got to
Exactly.
be on.
And it's just the point, like, I just feel like just keeping your kids involved and not depending on the system to teach your kids will go a long way as well.
Cause that's
You get
been
what
the
I'm
trick
saying?
the whole time. They got me all the way through school, learning all this shit. Nigga, I get out of school, I don't know nothing about taxes, goddamn, how to get money and keep it. I done had a whole bunch of money doing shit
Done
as a
had a
youngster, nigga.
whole bunch of money.
What the fuck happened to it? Nigga, I ain't know what to do with it.
I ain't know what to do. Exactly. Exactly. And it's crazy because you're sitting up here, you talk about it now, because it's just like, damn, I had such and such. I could have did this. I could have invested. This and that and the third. My daughter turns 15 a month from today. And I already said that I was going to add her as an authorized user to my credit card. So therefore, I can be able to build her credit. So therefore, she can get out here and don't need a cosigner for anything. She can get shit in her name. But again, I'm also going to teach her, just because you have good credit, don't fuck that shit up. Because I was just sitting up here thinking now, like, I'm looking at my student loans. If somebody would have
Expound on
talked to
that.
me about my student loans, I wouldn't have no fucking student loans.
Hold on. Expound on that authorized user.
So, an authorized user on your account, what happens, I don't know whether or not if they will send her a card, being that she's going to be so young. But let's say, for instance, you wanting to add like your mama to build her credit up or whatever. So you add her on there, but what would happen is that she would get a credit card of her own. And basically, as long as you have good standings with the credit card company, like with your credit card, that helps your credit go up and down or whatever. So that will help her credit, as long as you're like in good standings and like paying on time and stuff. Is with it boosting up your credit score, their credit score is going to get boosted as well. So Yeah, add your kids if you.
The more you know. The more
Yeah.
you know.
So I that's the plan of adding her to my to it, because I want to do things that wasn't presented to me when I was her age. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
just instill in her the things that she really needs to know and be aware of a whole lot as well. Also with my son, like I do that with my son as well, but it's all that or whatever. I just feel like we have to focus on the main issue when it comes to all of this, when it comes to us focusing on Black people. Like, we don't do nothing but sit up here and beat each other up. We don't do nothing but sit up here and talk about each other. We don't, it seemed like that's all we have time for until some shit happens, and then, it's all that again. I feel like that we should stick to it.
That's what entertains us. That's what's cool. We should be able to talk about each other and shit, but it should be to each other. When we used to just be able to talk shit to each other and just laugh the shit off. Now motherfuckers just be talking shit like in a goddamn, I don't know the proper word for it, but like in a menacing way or some shit. Like, it's not just talking shit no more. It's like you trying to hurt people's feelings and get niggas to fight and shit. Go back to the funny shit, because the problem is, once you have three niggas that try and come together, two niggas gonna be doing good, but that third nigga always gonna go, why this nigga got to run everything? Why this nigga got to be this, that, and the third? That's what we got to get away from, because there's a lot of motherfuckers that can put in work. There's a lot of motherfuckers that's willing to follow, and there's a couple of motherfuckers that can lead without shit getting to their head. That's what we need to find out. Who the fuck gonna lead? Whoever the fuck start hating on them, slap the shit out of them, because we can't goddamn figure out where the fuck we gonna go until we figure out what the fuck we want to do. And we can't figure out what the fuck we want to do if it's a fuck nigga in the room always talking shit. This nigga got on. Look at this nigga shoe. Look at this bitch. Look at this nigga. Listen to the motherfucking message and shut the fuck up.
Instead of you worrying about other people. And that goes into my next question about Black hating on Black businesses. I see it. I've done it, to be real. Especially I'd be like, shit, goddamn, this motherfucker just not coming out with shit. You want to goddamn charge the high? It's always us that's always looking for a deal or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And so if a person don't do what you ask for them to do, what you're doing? Talking about them.
Yep.
You know, bad mouthing the business or whatever. But why do you think that is done though? Why do you think that Black people hate on Black businesses?
Because niggas always need something to talk about. Once you see a nigga making too many moves, somebody gonna say something about them. And somebody that's not doing, they can be doing something, they gonna say something about them, because that's just how it goes. But my thing is, people all over the city, they selling shit left and right. There's nothing wrong with selling shit, the same shit the next motherfucker selling, because you're gonna have your own clientele. But by no shape, form, or fashion should you not what the next nigga doing if he's selling something, especially if he's selling a good product. You should knock that shit. Like if a nigga is hustling numbers, let the nigga hustle numbers. It's a hustle. If you find you a hustle, you be inspired by this shit. You don't be like, oh, it's a scam. It's a scam. What if it's not a scam? What if it is a scam? Nigga buying a fucking buying a cell phone and getting into a contract is a scam. Buying cable is a scam. Buying life insurance is a scam. Car insurance is a scam. It's whatever the fuck you put your money in and what makes you money. Everybody has to make money. And if my black people get their money and they want to put it in this, that, and the third and sell it back to my black people. I'm not gonna knock them because the motherfuckers could have went out and bought some goddamn dope or some guns and goddamn been doing foul shit. But it's an influx of niggas that's actually selling shit, you know, whatever, women products, clothes, shoes, whatever you want to sell. If you doing some shit, be inspired. Go get some money. There's a lot of motherfuckers that's out of work and just sitting there. Go do something. They're not giving you no shit. And once they give, if they do happen to give your ass another fucking stimulus check, it's gonna go right to bills. Or niggas just gonna go to Myrtle Beach again. You're not gonna do nothing with it. So don't knock the people that's doing shit. Blacks should not hate on no business, especially when you try and get a deal from the black motherfucker. He could be selling it to you for $3 cheaper. But because he won't sell it to you for $6 cheaper, you gonna go buy it from the fucking store for $10 more, just because he don't want to give that nigga the money. This shit is redundant, ridiculous.
And I also, and you know what I tell myself though, being that I'm on a come up of wanting to be like an entrepreneur, or, you know, I see myself being on a radio station or, you know, popping, you know, and I always tell myself that everybody don't know the same people. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah, we're all on social media with each other, but everybody is not everybody's friend on social media. Like I probably got like less than 2,000 people as friends on my Facebook, and my, you know, somebody else I know got like 5,000 people on my on their Facebook. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They know there's people on his or her Facebook page that I don't have as a friend or that I may not know. So your product is going to hit different crowds. You get what I'm saying? And everybody don't know the same people. And it's just like, it's enough money out here for everybody to really make it. Like, real talk.
Exactly. And you get out what you put in.
It really is.
And if somebody hit a lick, you don't hate on them. You at least try and see what they did and see if you can do it. But hitting a lick is just like being born rich. The shit is not for everybody. Some motherfuckers have to goddamn work for the shit. And
exactly.
And you got to work yourself, not work your mouth talking about another motherfucker. You ain't gonna get nowhere. You spend all day talking instead of looking at what the fuck people doing so you can get some business about yourself.
But the whole thing is, you got people that actually gets a thrill out of doing that, bad mouthing. Like, you would see it on Facebook, like you would see it on Facebook. And sometimes, like this one post that I had saw, he had called this dude out about a whole paint job or whatever. And I was just like, okay, did you really have to go on Facebook and really do that? Because I'm pretty much sure, you know, if this man is painting your car, you have his contact information. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's just like, so you would rather come on Facebook, badmouth him, and then have other people thinking like, nah, I ain't gonna fuck with him if he got them doing shit like that.
Yeah, and if somebody can paint your car or something simple like that, go back to him. Ask him for the money back, or ask him to fix what happened. And he'll probably do that versus doing that. Now you done fucked it up. And you make a nigga like me say, hey, you get what you paid for. If you would have took it to somebody and did it the way that you wanted it, you know, and they would have fucked it up, they would have automatically fixed it. But you get what you pay for, nigga.
But sometimes you don't want to think like that, though, Henny. You get what I'm saying? Because, like, yeah, at the end of the day, you don't want to think like that. I feel like if you giving me this price, don't make it seem like that just because this is the price that you're giving me. You get what I'm saying? I'm not telling you to cut me no deal or nothing. This is the price that you're giving me. Sometimes I just feel like that you should go well beyond the price that you gave me. So therefore, because basically what you're doing is, okay, a whole paint job on a car. And then guess who's gonna see your car? Everybody is gonna see your car. And then you're gonna be like, shit, who painted your car? Shit, motherfucking Glow, she painted my goddamn car. You get what I'm saying? Oh, she did a dope ass job. But knowing that you probably only paid $500 for the paint job, but I probably gave you like 800 to a stack work because I want to be known. I want business.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just the whole
Got
thing.
what you put in.
And that's how I feel when it comes with conversations with Glow, with the stuff that I sell. Like, I fucks with people. And I also come to realize that with me actually putting my money in the Black community, because I can easily goddamn go online and be like, shit, fuck it, I can goddamn get it from right here for this and goddamn pay this shit. And then guess what else I'm gonna have to do? Pay for shipping and handling and all that shit extra, when I could have goddamn took this money to her or him and let them do the shit. Goddamn, look out for them, because you're looking out for them. They probably doing some shit for you. That money gonna come back to you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I really come to realize that, like, real talk. And for the people, like, I have local people that makes my stuff, my shirts, my goddamn, my water bottles that I have, the masks, phone cases, all that. Like, I got local
Tell
people.
about where you can buy that at. Where you can buy all that at.
You can cash out. Combo with Glow. PayPal combo with Glow.
Let them know. Shoot.
Hit me up. But nah, I put myself out there, and then the whole thing is that I just don't, I wouldn't want to sell anything that I know I ain't gonna fuck with. Period. I'm not gonna put it out there and be like, no, I don't fuck with, you know, I buy shit for myself. So the shit worth it, I'm gonna goddamn pay the money. But it's the whole thing is that I don't feel it's enough money out here, really out here for everybody.
It is.
So it shouldn't really be nobody hating on nobody. You have people that's hating in the drug game. Oh, that's fucked up. He goddamn gave it to such and such this price, but he wanna goddamn beat my head in with this. He probably only beating your head in with $20 more, but you call that beating your head in.
And niggas be worried about the same. Niggas be worried about the same thing. That's like when somebody say, "I seen you do that," and you look at that motherfucker and say, "But he did it too." Nigga, worry about yourself. You might not be in the position that motherfucker in. Get it for what you getting it for. Flip it how you gonna flip it, and get the fuck on. Stop worrying about it.
Exactly. Exactly. You don't even understand. I hear it. And it just be like, oh shit, he goddamn gave it to him for such. I mean, gave it to her for such and such. Goddamn, he hit me with this. That's fucked up. So $20 more is fucked up. You get what I'm saying? So you're gonna be mad and upset because of $20 more. Pay that shit and goddamn get your motherfucking money back. This nigga charging $20 more.
I stop explaining to people what the shit I do. Like, you gonna goddamn hit me with the what the whoop. Hey, either you want it or you don't want it. This shit gonna sell. I'm gonna sit on it. It's gonna sell. I ain't worried about it. I'm not here to argue. I'm not gonna explain to you. Look, I had to go wipe the whoop to get the whoop. I had to do all this. You supposed to be paying me this. You just coming to get the shit. You know, I'm not gonna explain.
I'm the one that's doing the work. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When you walk in the convenience store, they ain't gonna goddamn be all on your ass to buy fucking Mr. Good Bar or Slim Jim. You either get the shit or you don't. Somebody gonna come in and buy the motherfucker.
And don't they? I go and speak all the goddamn time and be like, God damn it, this candy high as fuck. But guess what?
Shit, you gonna get what you want. Shit.
I still gonna get what I want, you know? So it's just like, come on, like, it's, you know, everybody, I just really believe that everybody out here has a talent. Put your talent towards whatever that's going to be able to give you, you know, like generational wealth. I feel like, you know, everybody should have a reason as to why they want to make their own money. You get what I'm saying? And if it's anything, you want to break the generational curse and have generational wealth for your family. And doing that is, you know, you have to invest in what you want. Nobody shouldn't be sitting up here talking about nobody. It's enough money out here for everybody to make it. Just do what you got to do and stop just hating on the next person. That's that's my outtake on it. Just stop. Like,
Yeah.
gossiping ain't gonna get you nowhere. I mean, we all do it. Don't get me wrong. We all fucking do it. But it's just like shit. Let you find out on your own.
And my thing has always been, I'm not gonna talk shit about you unless I have talked shit to you. Once I have talked shit to you, I say the same shit to somebody else and talk shit all day. So you shouldn't be worried about nobody saying such and such was saying such and such about you. Like, oh, that motherfucker told me that shit.
Exactly. So, okay. Well, it's enough about the blacks hating on black businesses. We all just need to come together, kumbaya, put everybody up on game. And another thing, let me mention, okay? I just feel like I have to say this, and I mean this so much. It's people that I fuck with in like the podcast industry that I have met on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. And I'd be like, how you do this? Boom, boom, boom. They don't even hesitate to provide me with the information as to what they did to do this. And I love that so much. And I feel like if you can share the information with someone else that's going to help them as well, do that.
Exactly.
Build.
Exactly.
Period.
Make your motherfucking counterpart just as smart as you are, no matter what the fuck color it is. Goddamn, help people.
Help. Don't withhold information. And somebody hit me up and be like, where you do this and this and that and the third. I'd be like, shit, hit such and such up. Or goddamn, this is how you do the shit. And I do it because I mean I've always been that way, but I have people that's sitting up here that's helping me. So I just feel like I shouldn't withhold the information if somebody else gave me the information. You get what I'm saying? It's just like I'm gonna be mad for because I give you the information, whatever. But also I also understand like with black people as well, like we have this such thing as like trust issues. I mean, everyone has trust issues, but our trust issues is like kind of deep. And it's just like, a person only has one time to cross you and you don't want to fuck with them no more. And then like you feel that way about them like all the time. I just really feel like that sometimes that needs to be let go as well. Like, don't sit up here and hold no grudges against anyone that you feel like that has done crossed you. If you can help that same person that crossed you, help them.
Yeah.
You only helping yourself.
You ain't gotta cut them off. I mean, depending on which way they goddamn cross you. If they cross you, like if you let them goddamn borrow some money, they don't give you the money back, they might still be an asset to you. Just don't let them borrow no money no more.
Exactly. Exactly. So, on to the next question. So, how do you think the world is going to be after COVID-19? Do you ever think that COVID-19 is going to go anywhere?
Man, I don't even know if that shit here. It's just so much shit surrounding it. After it, I think masks are still gonna be in play. I don't think they're gonna be mandatory, but they're gonna be promoted. Like, you should be wearing a mask if you care about a motherfucker. Cause it's just a whole bunch of unnecessary commercials on now about social distancing and companies are putting it in their slogans and shit, like. And I passed by a church today and it said something about you bathed in the blood of Jesus, but you can wash your own hands. It's just too much extra shit going on with it. I believe after the COVID shit, they still gonna want you to stay separated from people. They still gonna preach social distancing. It's still gonna be dividers in all the stores. They gonna lower capacity and shit. I just don't think it's gonna go back to how it was.
Do you think that you are ready for the new normal?
Ain't got no choice. You know, I was here before goddamn cell phones. I got used to that. You know.
We got used to it early though. You gotta hear
No,
these
they told
older
they
people that be on their cell
no
phone.
hell no. No, they totally different now. They totally different.
Oh gosh.
Totally
You should
different.
hear them now. They got fucking iPhones with no buttons. Well, how I get to this screen? I'm doing oh
I
gosh.
told you, I just figured out how to fucking use the camera on the computer today.
I know.
And it's because the fucking film was over there. I took the shit off. I was like, oh, boom. There we go. Goddamn technology, man. It's too fucking much.
Oh gosh. Here I am. Like the camera should automatically come on. Covered up the whole damn time. Get with it. God damn it. You either get with it or you're gonna goddamn get lost. And we definitely don't want you to get lost. So we definitely need you to get with it. Me personally, I mean, I don't mind staying in the house. It's my third day being in the house. You know, like, I mean, I done stepped out or whatever. But I also make sure that, you know, I do the things that is needed to also to keep me protected as far as when it comes to vitamins, well, natural things as far as like drinking elderberry juice and hot tea and things as such to keep myself, you know, protected. But I also have a limit as well.
Yeah,
You
I
be like,
like to
okay,
be
Glo, you
step
done been
out.
out all weekend. Sit your ass in the house all week. God damn it, I'm sitting in the house.
Yeah, I ain't never went out like that anyway, but I like the option to go out. You know, go out there. That's what this shit was coming to anyway. The COVID shit, that's fucked up, but I don't see what people complaining about because they killing shit on their own. When they fucked up Blockbuster. Look, I can only do this shit for probably about another 30 minutes. But the Blockbuster shit made me feel like I was gonna talk. They fucked up shit for Blockbuster. Imagine if you could walk into Blockbuster right now and see somebody like picking out the same movie you picking out, and you say, "Hey, I see like the same shit I like," and that's a conversation right there. But because they want to order the shit off the TV, Blockbuster get shut down. Redbox finna be gone.
Yeah, I said that too. I'm surprised that Redbox still around.
The movies is finna be gone too. People complain about the prices at the movies, but the prices only go up is because motherfuckers don't come out there no more. They want to sit at the house. And then you want to order your groceries offline. You're going to alleviate the grocery store. You know how many grocery stores is going to shut down right now? Pretty soon it's just going to be one brand for everything. GMO field. You got to eat this. You want some seeds? It's illegal. You can't plant no fucking seeds. Y'all nigga, when they open shit up, the best bet is just to go the fuck outside. That's the best bet what people need to do. Even if you're a homebody, just go outside more than usual, because they gonna anything you not using or taking for granted, they gonna take from you. You're not gonna be able to have it.
Yep. And that's why I go exercising outside, fresh air, walking, you know, outside. But I mean, like you said, I don't think that we have a choice but to be, you know, ready for the new normal. I mean, I feel like that we already in our new normal. I hate to say it, but I also feel like that things are going to blossom out of this new normal. I also feel like that it may be some more opportunities available for some. You get what I'm saying? Like it's going to be, I just feel like if everybody was to stick together like how they should be sticking together, things can come about. But I really feel like, you know, I'm straight with being in the house, chilling. If I want people to come over, have game night, chilling. You know.
Hey, people better stick together because Motherfuckers gonna get left behind. Cause when all these goddamn robots come out here and start taking people's jobs, if you don't stick together with people and you ain't got no creative friends, you gonna be lost. Cause you ain't gonna be able to work. You spent your whole time hating, so you ain't creative to make up nothing. Motherfuckers just goddamn like doing podcast shit or drawing or making movies or clothes or anybody that's doing something with a creativity or imagination, they gonna prosper in this new future. But once these robots kick in, this manual labor goddamn get alleviated, these niggas gonna be lost. They gonna be hating somewhere where goddamn motherfuckers can't hear them because all us creative people gonna be off somewhere doing some shit.
Exactly. I fucks with that, Henny. Henny. So before we go, let's go ahead and talk about this August Alsina.
I don't usually say this term, but tender dick nigga. That's what they call them. That's what they call them. I'm not even gonna blame it. I'm not gonna do them light skinned niggas like that. This would be easy for me to just say it's an old light skin, but this nigga is special. I mean, he ain't even do nothing to me, cause like who the fuck? I don't know who said this, so I'm not gonna take credit, but they were spot on. If Jada Pinkett Smith don't look like fucking Iron Man in the face, I don't know who the fuck she look like.
Who said that?
I don't know. I don't want to give no credit to. I swear, I want to say it was Corey Holcomb, but I don't know. But all I know is it's not Set It Off Jada. It's not Jason's Lyric Jada. You know Jada can still get it, but the nigga shouldn't be tripping over her like that. That shit is awful.
His feelings hurt.
No, it might. Hey, scratch all that I said. She might have just put it on a nigga. That might just be it. She might have just put it on a nigga. That's how niggas get though. When bitch be like, you know what? I was cool. I ain't really, we was just doing all this shit, nigga. Back up, nigga.
Listen to how old August Alsina is. Jada is 48. August Alsina is 27. From what I read today, he is 27 years old.
I bet that nigga about 34.
And I thought he was older than that.
I'm saying he can't be no 27. That got to be some entertainment shit.
And that's why I was like, the information in my reading, is it wrong? But because I could have sworn he was older. But as a matter of fact, being that I have my phone once again, let's go ahead and see. But anyway, at the end of the day, she's 48 years old and he's younger. So the whole thing is she may have put it on his ass. And she may have, it said he's 27. He's 27. 27.
I can't believe that neither. I still can't believe it. Because these niggas that's 27 right now, they not acting like that. That's still a young nigga. These niggas not acting like that over no, bro. They would have been able to keep that shit.
I don't know, because they probably not even acting over a broad that they probably fucking their age. I just said she's 48.
She put it on that nigga. That's all that is.
That's all it is. But she's denying that anything even happened. And so
I'm tripping. As she should. As she should. She gonna fuck around and get that nigga a meltdown, and he gonna get back on the motherfucking drugs.
And that's when that guilt music gonna come back, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, that is where it come from, though, that bullshit.
But my thing is, okay, so I was on Twitter today, and I forgot who I was talking to, but shout out to him. But we was going back and forth with each other. And he was like, August should have known, he should have kept his mouth shut. Or something like that. And I was like, why? Like, why? If Will gave his blessings, from what I read, that Will Smith gave his blessings, why do he have to be quiet about something that was basically like, you know, go ahead. Why you gotta be quiet?
Man, the internet got motherfuckers fucked up. Why he gotta be quiet? Why you got to say something? Come on, son. This nigga Will Smith is there. You was going on. I don't even be into this media shit, but I seen this shit because it's intriguing. This nigga Will Smith is there. You are going on vacations with the whole family, even the kids. He said, hey, my man, you can smash my wife. That is fucking awesome. Why would you want to let some shit out the bag? You ain't gonna never have this situation again. Do you know who Will Smith is, nigga? I hope you honestly in your feelings and you not trying to goddamn sell no records. Cause you finna get blackballed out of everything.
But they said the whole album is about her. He was like, if
this
he felt he's
this
listen.
nigga made men look bad. We have a problem today with the flip flop. They like to say that women is on they shit and the men act more like women nowadays. This nigga ain't silent. This nigga making us look bad. He shouldn't have said shit. Why the fuck you always got to feel like you got to say something, nigga?
My homegirl was telling me it was a post on Facebook that said, he's the definition of a nigga that talk too much. But I was going back and forth, so I was just like, come on, man, he smashed Jada. You don't think that he was probably going to, okay, we're not going to say that he smashed her because he never said that he smashed her. But if you did, I think that I would tell somebody if I smash Will Smith, I have to tell somebody that I smashed Will Smith.
You would
and then
tell.
He was like, that's cold. And I was just like, yeah, but he was, and I was like, so you mean to tell me, because he kept on saying that's some shit that you should take to your grave. And I was like, so you mean to tell me that you're going to take that shit to your grave, that you smash Jada? Are you going to take that to your grave, or are you going to tell your homies? And he was like, well, of course I'm going to tell my homies, but that's still some shit that you take to the grave.
No, you would tell somebody, but you wouldn't tell it to a platform and tell the story over and over and over. You know what time it is. You know you in the public eye. You know who you talking about.
Yep. Damn, August. Well, he done let the cat out the bag. Well,
the cat was already out the bag. He just goddamn confirmed that shit.
And he said that, you know, he was like, he felt like he died. He was like, but the whole thing is, what I did not like what he said in the interview was like, I guess with Jada breaking his heart was like the most devastating thing that happened to him in his life. And I don't have no right to speak upon like how this man should feel. But I could have sworn like your first album, you was talking about how your brother got killed. So was that not like a devastating thing that may have happened? You get what I'm saying? So you saying like a bitch breaking your heart?
It was devastating. It was brother getting killed. I guess it was devastating till that pussy came along.
We
Jada
can't
put
say.
that woo on that nigga.
We can't say, Henny. We can't say it. We can't say that he smashed, because he was talking so much in circles. No, the answer didn't come out. And then, like my aunt said, was like, you know, Angela, ye shouldn't have interviewed him. It should have been Charlamagne that interviewed him. So therefore, he could have been like, did you fuck Jada or not? Give me a yes or no. And you already know he's gonna go in. He's gonna punish you until you give him a yes or no answer. She let him go all the way around the board. And I just want to know, like, what was your purpose anyway of even letting that information out? Did she do something, or like you said, is he trying to get record sales? I mean, like, record downloads?
He could just, like I said, he could just be the tender.
A tender dick, huh?
That's all that is, and fuck it, he just letting his feelings roll now. He heartbroken. Come on, it's time to sell some albums. He can get a feature from Usher now.
Probably. What would they talk about? Ain't no telling.
Mm.
Ain't no telling, but oh, August, you know, shout out to you for you showing your vulnerability. I give you shout out for that. But coming from another man, that should have been something that you should have kept to yourself. You know, if anybody agree or disagree with it, you know, let me know what's up, how y'all feel about it. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the show. Henny, I do want to thank you so much for being a part of KWG. You know,
thank you for having me.
yeah, you're welcome. We did discuss some good topics. Thank you for showing me that you know how to talk. Not saying that you don't know how to talk, but
Yeah, you got on me last time, so you know. That shit ain't gonna happen this time.
Right. But thank you again for being a part of my show. Again, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Conversations with Glow. I do want to thank y'all so much for taking y'all time out to listen. And for my new listeners, thank you again so much for being a part of Conversations with Glow. Again, if you guys have any questions or any emails that you want to, you know, want me to discuss on my shows, or anything that you want to talk about, or if you even want to be a part of my show, you can hit me in my email at conversationswithglow@gmail.com. Again, the information will be in my show notes. Again, thank y'all so much for being a part of Conversations with Glow. Y'all have a good night.
I don't know how to stop my shit.
Hold on, wait. I'm here.